morning, everyone. We are Team GERM么办. I'm Jimin, and these are my group mates, Xuan, Ivan, Yingxing, and Yi. Today, we'll be presenting a system-based AI approach called PakgAIn to tackle the issue of food insecurity in the Philippines. The Philippines is a beautiful archipelago made up of over 7,600 islands and is home to more than 160 million people. However, according to the World Risk Index 2023, it ranks first among the most disaster-prone countries globally. Alarmingly, around 27% of children under the age of 5 suffer from stunting. Although the country experienced strong economic growth between 2010 and 2019, its progress toward achieving upper middle income status has been set back by natural disasters, internal conflicts, and the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. One of the most affected regions is the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao, the poorest region in the country. Along with over 17.5 million Filipinos living below the poverty line, malnutrition is widespread, and food insecurity is a growing concern. To address this issue, the World Food Programme's Country Strategic Plan was launched with a total funding requirement of $131.19 million. The plan focuses on supporting government efforts, enhancing emergency preparedness, and building resilience against climate shocks, especially in the Bangsamoro region. While initiatives such as school meal programs and government distributed family food packs have benefited many, these efforts are still not sufficient. According to the Sustainable Development Report 2024, SDG 2 Zero Hunger remains a significant challenge in the Philippines, despite moderate improvements in the past year. Out of 8 key indicators, the country is on track with targets related to the prevalence of undernourishment, human trophic level, and serial use. The prevalence of obesity has met the 2024 SDG target, but progress remains stagnant. Stunting in children under 5 remains a major challenge, and there's still a lack of comprehensive data. The Sustainable Nitrogen Management Index, used as a proxy for environmentally sustainable agriculture, is declining and remains a significant challenge. There are also data gaps and minor challenges in measuring wasting in children under 5 and exports of hazardous pesticides. The key barriers to achieving SDG 2 are rising food prices, poverty and inequality, and climate change. All of these significantly limit people's access to food. The country's growing population adds further pressure to the food system, worsening the food insecurity crisis. That's why we believe it's crucial to address food insecurity from the perspective of access. Simply ensuring a stable food supply doesn't guarantee food security. Food security includes both physical access and economic access. Focusing on access also highlights inequality, revealing how vulnerable groups are often left behind. By analyzing food access, we can create targeted policies that address social injustice, income inequality, and regional disparities, all of which also relate to SDG 10, reduce inequalities. Lastly, improving access through strategies like income support, transportation infrastructure, and data-driven targeting can have a direct and immediate impact on food security.
With access as the core issue, we ask, how can we build a smarter, faster, and more targeted solution? That's where PakgAIn comes in. The name means food in Tagalog, and we have designed this AI-powered model to replace outdated blanket policies with real-time, need-based responses. For decades, the Philippines has addressed food insecurity through fragmented programs, with agriculture, health, and environmental sector working in silos. This disjointed approach makes it difficult to respond effectively to complex and rapidly changing food access issues. PakgAIn offers a system-based, AI-driven alternative, shifting policy from reactive and delayed to proactive and predictive. We built our model on the Family Income and Expenditure Survey, the most detailed national dataset on household income, spending, and food consumption. It captures indicators across 5 categories: household characteristics, income, spending, demographics, and financial balance. The screenshots shown here highlight the key data points that we use. Despite its depth, VS has 3 major gaps: timeliness, geographic granularity, and household aggregation. Let's focus on the timeliness gap. Fruit prices like the typhoons or price spikes often occur between survey cycles, meaning VS may miss them and the policy responses arrive too late. To address this, we integrate 3 real-time data sources: CPI, satellite data, and WFP mobile monitoring. These are combined with VS and fed into the AI model pathway, which is powered by Bayesian updating and ensemble learning. Bayesian updating continuously refines its prediction as new real-time data comes in, while ensemble learning methods like random forest and gradient boosting improve model accuracy in identifying at-risk households. Together, they enable predictive modeling to identify emerging food insecurity hotspots and generate aid allocation maps for decision makers.
To further improve decision timeliness, PakgAIn forecasts the food prices using time series models like ARIMA and LSTM neural networks with high accuracy as shown by the graph below. We can predict fluctuations in the prices of staple foods from PSA and IMF data. These models help policymakers anticipate inflation and design timely intervention like subsidies or food vouchers. Next, PakgAIn uses geospatial data to optimize delivery routes using GIS integrated AI tools. Techniques like spatial regression, unsupervised clustering, and reinforcement learning extrapolates regional infrastructures from raw satellite data and achieve risk zones classifications. For policy targeting, PakgAIn analyzes household income and nutrition indicators to prioritize aid recipients, especially for programs like 4Ps in the Philippines. This ensures support goes to the people in need. Finally, PakgAIn mines real-time social media and SMS data using natural language processing to assess under-surveyed populations.
Our PakgAIn model uses real-world data, leveraging predictive models from Mali and Nigeria. It applies satellite and socio-economic data to forecast 60-day food consumption with 78 to 90% accuracy. Food price forecasting models by the World Bank and GMR help address data timeliness gaps. The World Bank uses machine learning, remote sensing, and market data to estimate local food prices in crisis zones, predicting prices in remote areas as accurately as direct measurements. GMR monitors real-time price data in Yemen and Somalia, setting alert by thresholds. By December 2024, it issued 183 alerts, highlighting that 3.3 million people face a food crisis. XMAP uses satellite data and AI logistics in Japan, the US, and Saudi Arabia to optimize food supply chains. Scout by the UN WFP saved $2 million in West Africa through better food management. AI using mobile phone data in Togo identified poor households for COVID-19 cash transfers. Bird monitor foodborne illness on Twitter, achieving F1 scores of 0.87 for relevance and 0.61 for entity extraction. Collaboration with the Philippine government supports AI through the 4Ps policy, targeting families with children or pregnant women. It provides grants and benefits 1 million families, enhancing AI-driven outreach and support. The SBFP by the Department of Education targets stunted children and has successfully reduced malnutrition and underweight cases as shown by before and after data comparisons. FFP tackles food crises during disasters, delivering 1.1 million food packs in Typhoon Rai in 2021 and over 8 million to 6.8 million families in 2024.
Aside from government's policies, we also need money to accomplish our plan. A 500k budget is planned across 3 years, including AI-based mapping and predictive analytics, precision agriculture, financial subsidies, transport infrastructure upgrades, agri-inputs and training, monitoring and evaluation, program admin and coordination, and reserve. This is a 3-year spending timeline on how we utilize the budget effectively. With the 3-year budget as foundation, we introduce a 5-year AI integrated strategy with a food system approach, where in the first 3 years, we focus on core data, and the last 2 years, we focus on real-world deployment and nationwide reach. Year 1 sets up core infrastructure, cloud systems, data governance, and pre-processing satellite imagery to enable real-time insights. Then, we build risk map, soil, flood, drought, and connect real datasets like FIES and CPI to local areas for precise modeling. We then build AI tools in Year 3 for hotspot prediction, price forecasting, and food aid targeting, designed to optimize agriculture and support systems. In Year 4, we test these models in regions like Mindanao and urban slums. A/B testing refines models using chatbot and SMS feedback. Year 5 scales the system nationwide, integrating AI outputs into e-government platforms and completing impact evaluation. How each food system pillars are strengthened over 5 years? First, production. We guide input delivery and scale nationwide AI advisory and subsidies tied to yield risks. Next, processing. We identify gaps, direct investment to dryers and cold storage, and train food safety certifiers using AI data. Distributions. AI optimizes food delivery routes and connects farmers directly with buyers through digital platforms. Finally, consumption. AI models target food aid and cash programs. Chatbots support dietary education integrated with health systems.